Hey everybody, this is attorney Kenneth Stevens from the law firm Stevens PLLC, and today I want to talk to you all about something that I think is really important for general contractors that enough of you aren't taking advantage of. And what is that? What am I talking about? General counsel services, or either hiring an in-house counsel. So I'm thinking that too many of you are viewing legal as a expense that it's kind of like when an issue pops up, you'll deal with it, right? And I think that you all have to start getting the mindset, especially if you're a bigger company, if you've got 50 million, 100 million or more under construction, you have to start looking at it as, how do I avoid certain pitfalls? How do I avoid subcontractor claims, bond claims, defect issues? How do I avoid a lot of this stuff? Because if you start looking back at your project profitability, I can almost guarantee you a lot of times you're losing more money than you need to be losing because you don't have legal in place on the front end of your projects to prevent a lot of problems down the line. And that's the whole point of what a general counsel does, whether you've hired somebody in-house or whether you've entered into an arrangement with a law firm where they are more of a long-term relationship, more of a strategic partner type of thing on different projects. So I think that that's something that a lot of you all need to actually start to consider, especially like I said, as you're growing as a company. One company I like in particular that I look at that I think a lot of you should look at is the Beck Group. Look at how the Beck Group handles their projects with regard to legal. Obviously they have in-house counsel, but they also work with outside counsel as well to try and be preventative on their projects. An article was just released where their general counsel talks about using our firm and other firms to eliminate problems before they arise. And this preventative type of thought process is what a lot of you have to start taking. A lot of you have to start thinking about how could we be preventative, because you're spending a lot of money, and I love litigation. I actually prefer litigation. I like to litigate. However, I feel that as a lawyer, I provide a lot more value when I'm on the front end of a project and I'm able to help that project be more profitable by making sure that you don't end up in litigation, or that if you do end up in a pre-litigation or litigation situation, that you have a stronger contract, that you have a stronger position, that you're more prepared, that you have processes in place to help you prepare for these things and be more fluid if anything should happen. I hate a situation where I've got a long-term client and they're repeatedly having the same issues over and over and over again, and these issues keep popping up in litigation and they're paying an obscene amount of money, they're hurting project profitability, and they view me and the firm as kind of a necessary expense. It's like, dang it, I gotta pay them for this now and I gotta pay them for that. I much prefer a situation where we sit down in the beginning when the project is first awarded, and we start looking at it. We start looking at what are the risks, how do we avoid those landmines, what processes do we need to put in place, does insurance need to be increased, all kind of things that we can kind of get in early on and take advantage of being in on the front end. And then that way we're able to prevent a lot of problems down the road. And if there's problems that we can't prevent, we probably anticipate them and are in a better position to combat them head on. Anyway, I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you all share it. I hope that you all consider, whether it be our firm or another firm, or even hiring somebody as in-house counsel. I hope that you all consider making legal a part of your team instead of having kind of that maverick attitude and just dealing with problems as they come. As always, happy building.